Hello, I know we're on and recording. I'm 2 minutes early, so I'm just going to take a deep breath. Maybe take a sip of my hot lemon water. Mm, Settle my energy. Put my phone on plane mode and welcome you to Soul and Heels. I just love that name. When it came to me like a year ago, and I created a meetup around it. And then it came to me as the name for this group. And it's the energy of it, it's evolving, but the essence remains the same. I am here to help heart centered, spirit led women who know that there is more to them than this physicalness. Create success. A, define it. B, create success in their lives and live life they really came here to live. And I hate that catchy phrase. But let me tell you, based on the clients I've been working with, long term and short term, just for hand analysis, most of us don't know what we want. And the whole idea of live the life you really dream of or desire, like it's such a BS because most of us really don't know what it is that we want, me included. It's taking layers and layers of deconditioning to really get to what it is that we desire. So today I had today I had a breakdown and a breakthrough, and this is following the full moon. I did a beautiful ceremony yesterday that I actually did Saturday night. The full moon window was Friday night, and the actual full moon was yesterday morning. So I started the ceremony on Saturday night, and then I left the space intact, and I continued it to yesterday morning. Hi, Joanne. Hi, awesome to see you. And I got a lot out of, like, a lot of coming through with this ceremony, and there was a lot of upheaval. If you watched any of my videos last week, I'm working intensely with my first and second chakra. It's something that's always been part of my work, but I haven't really expressed it fully. Like the idea of flow, I mean, that's how I got into coaching, is to first stabilize my own flow, my own menstrual flow, which was just a representation of a flow, energetic flow in the world, in my body, in the universe. So I've been doing a ton of work with like the wild feminine energy and bringing it into what I'm doing and bringing it into my message. And something really powerful came through this afternoon for I may actually record. It's a poem, but it's a poem that I'm going to transform into my message, into like the mission statement, and then what it is, how I'm going to be describing my work. I've been playing with it, and some of you have seen iterations of it, and I've been still tiptoeing around what it is that I say. And that poem that came through me today, there was one I put on my Facebook personal wall. Go ahead, read it. That was just the entry to what came through after, and nobody has seen it yet, except for one person I just sent an email to. So what came through really powerfully is just another layer of hiding. And my clients have visibility issues. There are markings in our hands that are calling for us to be visible. There are 4 gift markings that you can have in the middle of your hand that indicate that you are being called to be visible. I have all 4 of them, and some of them multiples. I also have a purpose that is, the name of my purpose is living in a spotlight. Public service, living in a spotlight. On the soul level, I'm called to be in a public and live a very public life, which means that I have to share what comes through. And for me, and what I'm dealing with and what I'm working with, and that's what I've always been doing to a degree, because I constantly keep up leveling how much I share and how much I hide. And today I got through another layer of hiding. And the myth of visibility is something I've been already working with. It's in my program, Success Bootcamp. It's already part of what I teach. And I don't teach it from a perspective of you being in a spotlight Although if you have those markings in your hands, eventually it gets there because you are being called to be visible. But there is this whole other layer to visibility. And a lot of people out there preach, be visible, show up. And the way we hear it is post on social media, send out emails, do videos, be interviewed, like any single way that you can be, any way that you can be seen and visible out in the world, do that. And I have to tell you what I find with my clients, and especially the ones that I attract. And I know why, because it's who I'm supposed to be working with. It's not that they're not visible. It's that they are hiding something about themselves they don't even know about, that is preventing them from creating the kind of success they want to have and be. And that is true for me. I am only having the certain success in my life and my work because I am still hiding a lot about myself. I am still hiding that I'm a witch. I'm still hiding that I work with energies, and I literally, vulnerably, I had a coaching call with somebody on Friday, and I didn't have a piece of paper that I needed to coach them. And as I got to the call, I said, hey, I need this piece of paper. They, by the way, have it as well. They need to have it present with them, but it happens quite often that they don't, in this particular person. And as soon as we got to the call, I said, I need you to be responsible for what you wrote on a piece of paper because I don't have it in front of me. And this guy said, you will not believe this. I put the binder in my car. I couldn't find it. For 15 minutes, I went berserk looking for it. My girlfriend is here with me. She's been looking for it with me. And I just resigned myself to not having it present with me. And 2 minutes before I dialed your number, the binder just showed up right next to me on the front seat where it wasn't before. And there are 3 other things that happened this weekend alone. I play with energies, and call it whatever you want it. I play with energies. And I'm playing very powerfully with feminine and masculine with my clients to help them manifest. I'm doing a shamanic journey for one of my clients tonight because I looked at her website and I was called to go deeper. And the only way to go deeper is to go into subconscious, going to do shamanic journey. And I have so many stories with my clients when we do shamanic journeys, like what happens for them during their journeys, and who they contacts them after. And that's something that I hide about myself strongly, right? But there is this whole other layer today that I saw, the way that I hide, in the way, and it's like in one of these coaching programs that I do, I hide behind what's the term just escaped, Joanne, you would know because it's landmark thing. It's about looking good. And I already got to so many layers of it, and today I saw another layer of it. And I came up with this poem months ago. Actually, it was right after I moved to Colorado. I hope I get it right because it literally just showed up for me that wants to be expressed. There is a part of me you will not see until I'm ready to show you. And I cannot show you that part until I'm ready to see it myself. There was something that's crap about it, but basically, you will not see something about me until I show it to you, but I will not show it to you until I'm ready to see it myself. So the whole myth of visibility that I'm debunking is not about what you put out and how much you put out, how scheduled you are, and who watches you. It's about what you are hiding from yourself. That because you are hiding it from yourself, your clients will not trust you enough to work with you. And I've had 3 people be my messengers last week about that, literally said things to me, and I prayed in the morning, sent people who will say things to me that I cannot doubt, and if and somehow I'll see it as a message I cannot debunk. And just like that, 3 people said things to me, and bam, there it is. A pattern that I've lived my whole life that was allowing me to hide something about myself, because of which I would, because of this pattern, I would only allow myself to grow so much. And that is true for every single one of my clients. And I cannot even wait to hear from every single one of them what will show up in their business and life, because they're in my energy. And anytime I unravel something, my clients, boo, 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 and stuff happens for them. Literally, like, I sign up a client, they sign up a client. I see a pattern, they're like, you have no idea what just happened. It's been happening for years for me. And I disqualified this many, many times. It's just because they're in my energy, and there is nothing new or magical about it. The more work I do, the deeper my clients can step into their own authenticity and truly who they are. So the myth of visibility that I'm debunking today is stop showing up more on social media and look at all the places that you are hiding yourself from, that you are hiding behind from yourself. Whatever, you get what I'm saying. And it's really difficult to see for yourself. You really need somebody else to shine a light, and especially somebody who has already seen it for themselves. They'll be able to see it for you a lot easier than somebody who hasn't seen it, which is why I love that I keep digging at visibility, because then I will be able to then support my clients in showing up to themselves all the places they've been hiding. And it already happened actually today. I spoke with my buddy that I coach with, and she shared something that's been happening for her in her business. And I'm like, really? Can you see that layer? Because it's just showing up right now. No, I can't see it. I can't see it. I'm like, I'm not going to push her. She's just my buddy. And I asked her, do you want me to keep going? She said, no, I'm good. I'm like, okay, let me know if something shows up by Wednesday, because I see her on Wednesday. And if it doesn't show up, I'll tell her what I very bluntly saw, that pattern hiding. So yeah, don't worry about how much you show up. If you're going on Pinterest, if you're going on LinkedIn, if you're going on Facebook, if you're going on Instagram, don't worry about what you like, how often you're showing up and what times are working. Look at what you are hiding from yourself, hiding of which will prevent your clients from seeing you. And if you would like my help with that, take me up on an offer of our free chat about how I work with my clients and what I can do for you. I can see already all the layers of how it's already opening up something for a possibility that I am going to be bringing into my business and my life for myself. I am actually declaring to you first. You know how I was like, even last week, talking about money, right? I love subject of money. I've been obsessed about everything money for the last decade. And I am declaring that I am not going to speak about money anymore, because I have been hiding behind money for the last 14 years. Money has been one of the ways I got to hide. If this resonates with you, you can let me know. Anybody who's watching now, like Joanne, or anybody, you don't have to, but let me know. Private message me, let me know in a message under the video. I think a lot of us do use money as a way to hide. And the way it showed up for me is, I want to see how I can share this so it doesn't. I want to see how I can share this so it sparks you. Yeah, right. I want you to be sparked by it. I want you to be moved by it, and I want you to be poked by it. But I don't want to give you a band-aid to cover up the wound, because that's just going to be a band-aid. Something that I've been doing for myself in the area of money for literally 14 years. I have to actually see if it even went deeper. But right now, as far as I can see, for the last 14 years or so, I've been using money as a way to hide. So I will not talk about money. I may bring it up here and there because it really serves as a powerful mirror and a powerful symbol of what's going on. But I will not be talking about money anymore. Because I used it to hide myself from the world for 14 years. So actually, that's all I'm going to say about that, because anything else, I'm just going to give you a band-aid. So And it wouldn't be the powerful stand that I am for you having everything you want and everything you don't know that you want. Because like I said at the very beginning of this recording, most of us really don't know what we want. We are still creating within our desires, within what we think we want. I made a video about it last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. We are still creating and asking for what we want within what we know we want. We are not expanding outside of what's even into the fantasy land, literally fantasy land. Like, never mind if I had it all my way, because if I had it all my way, it's still within what I think or what I know. This requires really somebody taking you outside of everything you've ever imagined, envisioned, saw, heard. And this is beyond blind spots. This is beyond you don't know what you don't know. This is for your benefit, Joanne. This is really stepping outside into the fantasy land, like fantasy beyond anything. And only there can we see the places that we've been hiding from ourselves. And I used money to keep myself in the bubble of what I desire, what I stretch into, and what's possible, or outside of what's possible. Like, I used money to be the container. And I have to tell you that all of that knowing right now that's coming through me, it's coming from the first chakra. First and second chakra. Just love it, love it, love it, love it. You know, your pelvic bone? I've been working with my pelvic bone like crazy. I no longer go to my seventh chakra, which is, you know, the connection to the divine. That happens. I'm going straight to my first and second chakra. Because everything, now, wow, okay, this is what just wants to come through. So everything that we see with the third eye and that would come through the seventh chakra is going to be defined and determined and controlled and limited by what you hold in the first and second chakra. And first, second, third chakra. That's why a lot of people have such a hard time accessing their intuition, because of what's going on in their first, second, and third chakra. Bam. This is fun, because this isn't even mine. It's like, this is what wants to come through for you right now. And the myth of visibility, the way it ties back in, visibility has nothing to do with being on a spotlight or on a stage or being seen as in like on a camera. It has everything to do, bam, thanks, Joanne. It has everything to do with how, like, removing all the things you are hiding behind, things you know, things you don't know. And I don't know if there ever is a place where we fully show up. What's coming through right now is that when we really fully start showing up, we just transition into non-physical, because the only reason why we exist in this physical form to get through all the ways we've been hiding. And once there is nothing to hide, it's just pure light or whatever it is, we transition. So what if our work, this whole entire time we are on earth in this physical form, the business that we create, the people that we serve, all of it is just vehicle for us to keep seeing and uncovering all the ways we hide ourselves. But the more we strip the layers that we hide behind, the truths that are only temporary, because then tomorrow is another truth that you didn't even see possible today. Like, what if the more we strip it away, the more we can serve the people that we are here to serve? Part of me wants to just close the video, but part of me is like, darn, I just opened something up. So I'm just gonna stay on for a few minutes and see what else wants to come through. So don't be concerned about making perfect videos, posting on social media on time, showing up in a certain way. And this is not a permission to not show up at all. This is more of seeing that sometimes we do a lot of showing up and nobody sees us. And it's because what wants to come through us is still hidden. What wants to come through us right now, we are still hiding. Like with money, right? Or looking good in some way. Or look at this beautiful light. It's like right in my face. Yeah. And what if money, I just watched the video Simon Sinek did. I'm going to share it here too. Money is like fuel for the car. Money is like fuel for our business, which is like fuel that we buy gas. Hold on. Money is for our business like fuel is for the car. I'll post the video because it's better to coming from horse's mouth, right? And it's something I've been preaching, like create your business as a vehicle for your service. And what if money is a fuel for it and not the other way around? So what if you're not creating your business to make money? I've said this many times, right? Especially recently. Your business, your money fuels your ability to create your business. So flip it totally around and then see what happens to your visibility and your willingness to be visible truly, fully, as much as you can right now, and see what shows up. That's why I won't be talking about money anymore. I may mention it, but I won't be doing any videos about, oh, you know, why you're not making money. It's just, it's not my interest anymore. Money is the byproduct. And I've been saying it, but I haven't fully been standing behind it because I've been hiding. Oh, thank you, Joanne. I've been hiding myself behind the whole money thing. And as long as I was hiding behind it, I couldn't be the messenger of that for you. I couldn't be the space in which you see money as a byproduct of your business being your vehicle for your purpose and your service. Darn, it's good. Okay, I have to go prepare because I have another call in 10 minutes at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. I love scheduling these calls, but sometimes they just want to be done when they are done. So I promise that I will give you some heads up in the future like I did with this one, but sometimes I'll just go live. Share with me anything that came through. Share with me anything you got poked by. Share with me anything that you don't agree with. I always love to hear that too. Don't argue with me, but I will hear your point. And if you want to have a conversation about how we can work together and how I work with my clients using scientific hand analysis and everything else I've ever acquired in my life, in my professional life, all the tools and my own energy and a cauldron that I stew things in for my clients, let me know. I'd love to be your support, your duck, your guide. Duck refers to another video that I did beginning of the week, Tuesday, I think. Shine. Don't worry about being visible in a spotlight. Worry first, if you worry at all, about all the places you hide from yourself. Mwah. Goodbye, goddess. And Joanne, thanks for being here live. I love having at least one person here because otherwise I'm just talking to myself. Mwah.